The narcissist will always end up hating you. Always. No matter how it begins. No matter what promises were made. No matter what they once whispered into your ear. It will end in resentment. It will end in rage. Because there are things, triggers, that pierce straight through their carefully built mask. Triggers that remind them of their emptiness. Triggers that make them feel exposed. And triggers that they cannot control. From those wounds comes rage. From that rage comes destruction. And yet, the cruelest truth is this. The things that trigger them the most are the very things you must never let go of. The first trigger is your happiness, not the shallow kind of happiness they chase, not the temporary thrill of a new toy, a new supply, a new distraction, but the real kind, the deep kind. The happiness that doesn't come from outside, but from within you. When you are at peace, when you smile without reason, when you laugh at nothing and everything all at once, it enrages them. Because your joy is independent. It doesn't need them. It doesn't rely on them. It doesn't crumble when they withdraw their attention. And for a narcissist, that is unbearable. They want your world to rise and fall with theirs. They want your heart chained to their moods. They want your smile to be something they can grant or something they can steal. But when your joy is rooted in your soul, they cannot touch it, and that is why it burns them. As an empath, your joy is not like theirs. It is intense, it is pure, it is alive. When you smile, it lights up a room. When you laugh, it moves through the air like music. When you love, it is total, it is raw, it is real, and they cannot match it. They cannot replicate it. They cannot feel it. So instead of being inspired, they feel cheated. Instead of feeling blessed to witness it, they feel mocked by it. Your very existence reminds them of what they will never be, and so they punish you for it. To the narcissist, feelings are not just feelings, they are facts. If they feel slighted, you must be guilty. If they feel jealous, you must have betrayed them. If they feel empty, someone must have taken from them. They cannot look inward. They cannot accept responsibility. So everything they feel becomes your fault. When they see your happiness, they feel pain. And so, in their mind, you must be doing something wrong. You must be rubbing it in. You must be laughing at them. You must be betraying them. This is the twisted logic that drives their rage. Your light is their greatest enemy. It is not something they can embrace. It is something that exposes them, because your joy, your love, your depth forces them to confront the truth. They are hollow. They are empty. They are shallow. They live behind masks and mirrors, dependent on validation, chasing illusions of power and control. And when your light shines near them, it reveals their shadow, and they cannot bear the reflection. So how do they respond? They try to destroy it. They criticize your joy. They mock your laughter. They roll their eyes at your dreams. They remind you of your failures. They withdraw their attention at the very moment you need support. They punish you for shining. They accuse you of arrogance. They project their bitterness onto your light. And when that doesn't work, when you still find ways to smile, they may disappear altogether. Because to them, watching you glow is like staring into the sun. It is too much to endure. It isn't just your happiness that triggers them, it is your beauty. Not just the surface kind, but the inner beauty they cannot touch. The way you can see beauty in others. The way you can see hope in the broken. The way you can find light in the darkest places. This is something they will never understand, because they cannot connect at that level. They cannot feel that intimacy. They cannot bond in that way. At best, they imitate it. They can put on a mask. They can mirror your soul back to you. But it's an act, a performance, an illusion. And illusions always fade. So they envy you, deeply, painfully. They envy the way others are drawn to you. The way people feel safe in your presence. The way your laughter spreads like wildfire. They envy your resilience. The way you rise after every storm. The way you rebuild after every betrayal. They envy the way your happiness is self-made, untouchable, uncorrupted. And yet, they will never admit it. They cannot bring themselves to say, I wish I could be like you. Instead, they will twist that envy into hatred, into resentment, into endless attempts to tear you down. They will pick apart your confidence. They will mock your dreams. They will shame your past. They will belittle your achievements. They will remind you of every scar, every flaw, every mistake. Because if they can convince you that you are broken, that you are unworthy, that you are fragile, then maybe, just maybe, they won't have to face the truth of their own emptiness. And here is what triggers them more than anything else. Your refusal to be destroyed. No matter what they do, no matter what they take, no matter how many times they try to crush your spirit, you still rise, you still heal, you still smile, you still live. That is the trigger they cannot escape. Because they cannot kill your light, they cannot control your soul, and they cannot own your freedom. So what is the answer? Disengagement, detachment, walking away. You cannot make yourself smaller to comfort their shadow. You cannot hide your light so they feel less pain. You cannot make yourself less so they can feel more. Your only choice is to walk in your truth, to guard your joy, to protect your peace, to surround yourself with those who see you, who value you, who love you without control. Because real love has nothing to do with chains. Real love does not fear freedom. Real love does not silence your laughter. Real love lets you shine. Real love celebrates your joy. Real love protects your soul. And that is something the narcissist will never know. If this message has resonated with you and you're seeking deeper understanding, guidance, or clarity on your own journey, you can visit my website for daily blog posts and private coaching sessions, narcsurvivor.co.uk. If you would like to support this channel and help keep these messages alive, you can do so through paypal.me/narcsurvivor. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who may need to hear it, and subscribe for more content every day. And when you do, make sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of truth. Stay strong, stay free, and never let them control your light.